have you made any of these mistakes where we're coming to the show and where we're looking for, like, say, whatever. So instead of trying to navigate, they just knew exactly where to go. So really important.
They go in and they see, you know, the wide eyes. They just want it more than anything. And it's done that way to suck you in. Hey guys, we are days away from the 2024 Florida RV SuperShow. We are so excited to see you and to get there and just start looking at all the RVs. We're so excited. We look forward to this every year. But a lot of you go and you make a lot of mistakes when you go, and we have too. So in this video, we are going to share our 8 mistakes, biggest mistakes that people make when they go to the Florida RV SuperShow or any RV show.
Before we get into those mistakes, a couple of things. We're going to be doing a lot of live streams, a lot of live walkthroughs from the show. So in order for you to get notified, number one, you want to make sure you subscribe, and you want to make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, when we go live, you will know. And then we don't know what times we're going to go live, but it's going to happen. So people really like those. We do walkthroughs in all different areas. So we want to make sure that that notification bell is on.
And just make sure you're subscribed. I know sometimes people say, I thought I was subscribed to you, but I saw I wasn't. So double check that. Put them a notification bell on. And as we always say, guys, for every RV show, a lot of you can't be there. So this is our way of bringing the show to you. We really enjoy doing these walkthroughs and getting, you know, to kind of hang out with you in the chat and show you all the show has to offer.
So the first mistake, we made it both at the Tampa show and the Hershey show, is you don't give yourself enough time. Now, these are 2 of the largest shows. They actually are the largest shows in the country. The Florida RV Super Show is bigger than the Hershey show. You got to give yourself more than 1 day if you really want to take it all in. If you're just going for the day and it's just entertainment, it doesn't really matter. But if you're seriously looking, take 3 days. There's a lot to see. It is impossible to cover that whole show in detail in 1 day, and it's exhausting. So you're not going to be able to cover it in an hour. You're going to need a whole day, several days to really get the most out of it.
And just be aware, unlike the Hershey show, the hours of the show are shorter. So when you go to Hershey, you're usually looking at 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Right.
This is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and even on the weekends, I think it's a little short. Sunday is shorter, so keep that in mind. Number 2, another big mistake people make is that they go during the busiest times of the show. A lot of people like to go, you know, midday when it's either the warmest out or
to sleep a little bit.
Sleep in, yes, but that's going to be usually when the show is the most crowded. So the food lines are going to be super long. The lines to get on the RVs are going to be longer. If you go earlier when they first open up or later in the day, definitely later in the day, that's a good shot you're going to have at getting to see more in a shorter amount of time.
Also, if you go on Saturday, the weekend, it's going to be more crowded. So if you go midweek, if you're able to, usually tends to be crowds a little bit lighter, but off prime time is really the best time. So here's a little bonus tip that is not included in the 8. Other than looking at RVs, a lot of people go to the RV shows just because of the amount of accessories they have. There's a ton of vendors there. A lot of things you get in your RV. One mistake or one product you should be getting, a mistake if you don't get it, is liquefied.
Is the orangeade.
From Matt's RV. They also have a grape. It's like a lavender.
Grapeade, yeah.
And they also have drop-ins. Oh, this smells so good.
I know. I love these. I love these. Matt, can we eat these?
Don't eat them.
Oh, God. But if you, they smell so good. They smell like Pez. Remember Pez as little kids?
If you know Matt from Matt's RV reviews, he did have a hand in this in developing the black tank treatment, and it's called liquefied because it liquefies what's in that black tank. It works really great, guys. We did a review video on it. We'll link it above. Most importantly is that it's made in the USA and it's a small business. So this is Matt's baby. This is his big thing.
Support him.
He supports us, and our RV community has been supporting him. So we'll put the link down below. Go check it out. It's an absolutely great product.
The next big mistake that people do is they go into these shows and they let their emotions take hold of them. They go in and they see, you know, the wide eyes. It's kind of like shiny. Our dogs look when they see us eating sushi. They just want it more than anything. And it's done that way to suck you in. If you're going to that show not planning to buy an RV, it's probably a good idea for you to keep that as your goal, right? A lot of people are going, they've told us in our comments, I'm going to buy, I know what I want, and then they're ready to go. Just keep that. Not that an emotion buy can't ever work out. How do we know that? Because we did.
It didn't work, actually. We wound up selling it 9 months later.
That's true. But we didn't have a lot of problems with it. You know, it was okay.
The next common mistake is not doing your research and believing everything that the salespeople tell you. Now, we're going to preface this by saying there's many good sales people, men and women out there that know what they're talking about, and their intention is to get you into the best RV.
Right.
However, there are many out there that are not, and many of them happen to be at the show, and they're known as show dogs, and they're just hired specifically for that show. And you will find, if you know just a little bit about RVs, you will be able to pick those show dogs out right away, because they don't know what they're talking about, and they just want to sell you. They're there for a certain amount of days to work on commission to make as much money as they can.
Remember the one, was it at Hershey? And the guy was buying us lunch. He was texting us. He was sending us pictures of himself like like that.
It was so creepy. Did you tell him what we did?
What did we do?
We took the free lunch and we didn't buy one.
It's like the timeshares, right? How when we go to the timeshares, we get like the free gift card.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Anyway, but yes, these are the types of people, but you also have the genuine ones. So really just be careful and try to weed out the good from the bad. Another big mistake that people make is they wear the wrong shoes to an RV show. Most people that are going to an RV show are going to be there for hours and hours, and most of them, unless you're in a wheelchair or a cart or something, you are walking a lot. If you're going to be on your feet, you're up and down stairs, on, off RVs, all for miles you'll be walking.
You'd be surprised. It's happened to us, right? Like those 3 stairs. Well, if you do that like 150 times, it actually, you're like, wow, it's starting to get tired.
Remember I fell down the Newmar? Surprise! MJ fell downstairs. I didn't hurt myself though. But anyway, be sure that you have shoes that are supportive and are going to keep you up for those miles of walking.
So the next common mistake is people that don't shop dealers against each other. Now, we talked about this in another video, more specific on how to get the best deal at an RV show. We'll link that above. But what we mean about this, we're going to just do very general. General RV traditionally has the Rev Group products, Fleetwood, Holiday Rambler. They don't carry Newmar at the show. They're not selling that. That's usually North Trail. That doesn't mean you can't buy a Newmar from General RV. It doesn't mean that you can't buy a Fleetwood from North Trail if they carry it. I don't know if they do or they don't. But what we're trying to say is that just because a dealer is assigned a certain brand at that show, it doesn't mean that dealer doesn't carry a different brand. Also, don't be afraid to get price quotes from this dealer and go to another dealer at the show, or better yet, go to another dealer outside the show, because that show price is not always the best price.
The next one is probably the biggest mistake that people can make, and that is to not watch our videos and live streams from the show. Now, if you've been following us for a while, you know that we go live a lot from these RV shows. If you're not able to be at the show that day, or you're not able to make the show at all, we bring the show to you. So you're able to see many, many RVs that are at the show, and we take you on, we give you nice tours, we show you the ins and outs of these motorhomes and towables, and kind of give you an idea what's going on at the show, and you can take part.
We've actually had people that have told us we were coming to the show and we were looking for, like, say, whatever, Tiffin, and we knew exactly where Tiffin was because we watched the video. So instead of trying to navigate that big giant thing, they just knew exactly where to go. So really important.
So we don't know always when exactly we're going to go live. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed and that you have that notification bell on, because that notification will alert you right when we go live. So you'll be able to hop in, chat away with us, and see what we're going to bring to you.
The last one is a big one also. We haven't made this mistake for several reasons.
Well, we did one meal last year.
Yeah, it was not worth it. Because I really wanted, I'm like, well, what are the chances that the Mediterranean food was good? And I should have known better.
Horrible.
It was pretty terrible.
It was like dog food.
And that's not the Mediterranean. I was going to watch it.
No.
It was bad.
We're from Jersey, so food is like the thing here.
Well, Patterson, New Jersey is like essentially the Middle East of like the Northeast. So
that's where we get our
It's really difficult to
food.
do better than that. But anyway, the Tampa show is a little bit different than the Hershey show, is that it's in Tampa, right? So there are so many good places to eat. Unlike Hershey, there's really not that many good places to eat. The food at the show is what you would expect. It's show food, hot dogs, hamburgers, Middle Eastern food, and some other things. You know, they're okay.
There's a lot of variety there.
The lines are long. It's expensive, especially, and they sell alcohol, but if you want to hydrate yourself with water, like bottles of water, like $3-4, you can buy a case of water for $5. So if you want to walk back and forth, bring food with you, keep it in your car. We carry a cooler in our car, and you could save yourself a lot of money, especially if you're going over 3 days. I mean, the one day we ate, it was like $30. So imagine 3 days, 2 of you, $30 a day. That's almost $100 that you can save. Maybe we're just cheap, and we got better food too. In the comments below, let us know, have you made any of these mistakes? Are there mistakes that you've made that we haven't mentioned? Also, are you going to be attending the 2024 Florida RV SuperShow? If you like videos like this, to the left of us, we'll put our RV tours playlist. We'll put our RV vlogs playlist, because we'll be doing a bunch of those also. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.